Wait.
Oh my God. Wait, she's being deported? What the f?
Wait, that's...
Yo, this story is insane. The part, what? That makes it so much worse. Bro. I'm saying it. Okay, folks. You already know what time it is, okay? Well, first of all, it's the top of the hour ad break, which is, you know, what you're going to be watching right now. Nick is not green is here. We are going to, as you can tell, he's a Zoomer.
Yeah, you can tell I'm a Zoomer.
Yeah.
Some people think I'm Gen Alpha. Is Gen Alpha?
That's like, I don't even know what the age group you're in if you're Gen Alpha, honestly.
You have to be like less than 8, 12 or something.
Yeah, speak super close into the mic and like
Hello.
be loud.
Hello.
Yeah, you're that way you're good.
Okay.
Gen Alpha is what, 2010 plus, 12 and younger.
2010 plus. Okay.
Feast on his blood to gain his youth. That's actually why I brought him here. I'm gonna do like that finance bro guy. I'm gonna do. He's my blood boy. Nick is my new blood boy.
You had an old.
Yeah, like as a like I had another blood boy. You know, we don't talk about what happened to him. So Nick is the new blood boy.
Thank you.
Now, Generation Alpha is 2010 to 2023. So the oldest is 13 years old. And you were born when?
1999.
You were born in 19. Oh my God, you didn't make the cutoff. You're not a 2000 baby.
No, I'm a 90s kid, guys. I am.
Yeah.
I'm a full-blown 90s kid.
So you're not. You're like a fake Zoomer, dude. You barely.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of a fake Zoomer. I'm also kind of a fake. I'm like a fake drama person because I don't actually. Normally, I don't even use TikTok. Actually, I just started like getting things from people, but then yesterday I was just like all over the drama. I was on top.
Yeah, well, you're okay. You say you're not like a you say you're not like a TikTok drama guy,
It's
but
like I was.
Let's look at this. Let's look at this real quick.
Second channel. It's gonna pass the first one, I think, at some point.
Okay, let's take a look. So this is you're not a TikTok drama guy, you say. Fine, no. I'll talk about the Tattoo Gate drama. Country fans are losing their minds over Morgan Wallen. The Cake Gate, the TikTok drama goes deeper than you think. This TikTok drama went too far.
Yeah. Okay, listen. I wasn't TikTok drama curator, but then
the algorithm forced you into it.
They gave me a lot of money for it. So
yeah,
I'm still doing it, and it's fun. Okay.
Yeah. So because you're the TikTok correspondent, this is Nick Talk.
Yeah, I have a lot of. Yesterday, I spent like a lot of hours going down like all these different rabbit holes. And so I have like this loose interpretation of drama. I DM'd you a link, a Google.
Yeah, I have it right here. I'm gonna pull it up.
So I have like a lot of various things, and I'm thinking we just sort of weave in and out of them.
Okay. What's happening in the world of TikTok? I rarely ever go on TikTok.
Have you been keeping up with the
what?
Taylor Swift, Maddie Healy?
Have I been keeping up with it? Yes. So first and foremost, let me just start off by stating that, like, do I think it's incredibly funny? Abso-fucking-lutely. Because the entire reason why this even became a thing, which even led to like Taylor Swift collaborating with Ice Spice.
And she showed up to her like show in New Jersey, like performed in front of this whole stadium and everything, and they're like hugging and all this stuff.
Yeah. And all of this happened because of fucking, Cumtown / the Adam Friedland show. So yeah, I do find that particularly fun. I find that hilarious, as a matter of fact. Okay, so what are you going to hit us with first and foremost? You got... Okay.
I'm going to do... Let's start with early drama, just because I feel like this one would be funny. If you scroll down to where... to the next link where it says, book talk lady apologizes. Now, this was like a month ago, but I want to show it because it's got a few crazy steps. But first, basically what happened is she put out this TikTok.
I'm sure I'm going to get in trouble for...
Wait.
It's now deleted.
Oh, I know this one.
But
dude, I already know this. Dude, this TikTok drama ain't shit to me, dude.
I know, but you have to watch. You have to follow the.
This one is the first one, right?
So this is the original one.
Do not do this. Stitch incoming. What the fuck? Okay. What happened here?
Yeah, this is a disaster. But the original TikTok is this woman saying,
yeah, Yeah, we the artificial intelligence ways that you can use AI to like get writing notes for yourself to like become a famous published author.
Yeah, to have like objective criticism on your writing.
Yeah, it was the worst video I've ever seen of all time for every other reason, but there was also like one specific reason why it was really bad, because like the book that she was recommending as her like GOAT, her best book ever was what was it, like the Hank Green novel?
Oh, or John Green?
Or John Green novel, sorry.
Fault in Our Stars?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, really?
That was like her OG. Dude, am I teaching you the TikTok?
I know. I'm like,
what
yo,
the
this
fuck?
is really interesting. Wait, but okay, this goes deeper because we can show people like the first couple sections of the stitch. You kind of get an idea of what it is. But basically, she tells people to put their writing into ChatGPT. All the writers get angry, stitch it, and then she puts out this apology where you'd think that like she killed somebody or said like a slur or like did something very like unforgivable. It's
because
just,
I'm
like,
sure the TikTokers that fucking responded to her were literally like out for blood. They were like, what the fuck? Which I get it. Everyone is very sensitive on the internet, especially on like the, you know, especially when it comes to the arts. Does Chad have the OG video? We have, remember, I have the CIA in here.
Yeah,
it's so they could potentially pull this real quick if they wanted to, I suspect.
Yeah.
It is on Twitter. I remember, but I don't know how to like find it. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Honey, you can bring her in here. Did she pee and poop? Okay, come in here, Kaya. This is my puppy. Yeah. No, it's fine. Let him chill outside. We'll bring him in a little bit.
The other dog.
Someone find it already? Oh, yeah, dude. Why are you like this? Why are you like... Take a week off, actually. Fuck fuck that. I'm not even going to give you a day off.
Yeah, block that.
I hate when we're like looking for something and it's content for you and then you literally turn around and you poop sock it. No, it's not on TikTok. I think she deleted it.
Apologize about it.
No, this is the apology.
This apology.
We want the original one, which like banged on Twitter. Like I remember watching it on Twitter. Oh, here it is.
Whether your writing is good enough to be published, I have the ultimate writing hack for you.
First of all, can we just talk about the cadence? Because there is like a TikTok cadence. Yeah, you're a TikTok expert.
What I'm talking about.
Yeah, everyone always is like so deliberate with their language.
It's so annoying. You'll see it a lot today.
Bonus points if they like have a side profile that they figured out is like the best, the best way that their face looks, I guess, where they're just everyone. Like, what's up? What's going on? And this has it all, really. Deliberate, like she's very deliberate. Her cadence is like the TikTok cadence. It's the Zoomer transatlantic accent. Yes, exactly.
Whoa, I've never seen it explained that way.
Yeah, well, millennials do it too.
That's crazy.
I'm sure I'm going to get in trouble for sharing this. Did you know you can use ChatGPT to get a legitimately objective assessment of your writing? One of the top mistakes that writers make is querying agents or self-publishing their work before it is really ready. I get that.
Idea.
I've been there. And our writer friends love us too much to be as brutally honest as we need them to be. But you know who can be brutally honest? A robot. I'm going to feed the first page for my...
She's like, so like, I'm fucking this up right now.
Did anyone ever think about this idea?
Kaya, stop it. She's a cutie pie. Yeah, she smells terrible, but you know, it's okay because she's a little pupper.
But yeah, today's theme, at least for me, happened to be like apologies. Like there's a lot of apologies we're gonna watch today. This one is not the funniest apology, but it's a good one to get us into it.
It's a funny story because like it's so silly and it's so dumb. And yeah, this is the offending. This is how this entire saga began.
Who can be brutally honest? A robot. I'm going to feed the first page for my upcoming novel into ChatGPT right now to see if it's good enough. I'm actually pretty nervous. This book is coming out in June and I might find out it sucks. To calibrate, I'm first going to ask ChatGPT to rank one of the best books of all time.
One of the best books of all time.
We will be rating for 6 factors. Let's see how John did. Not bad.
One of the best books of all time is what she said.
Let's see how John did. 8.
To calibrate on the other end, I put in some garbage writing. Okay, no surprise there. Moment of truth, time to put my ass on the grill. All right, not too bad. Let me know in the
So like, does this mean that she like actually owned a little bit? Like she owned John Green a little bit. Like,
I mean, at least in what did she get a 9 on? Dialogue?
Yeah, writing style. John Green gets a 9.
Her dialogue's better than.
Yeah, her dialogue is better, and everything else is like close enough to The Fault in Our Stars. So she has a banger in her hands, I think.
Yeah, this is huge for her.
Yeah.
So then this is like whatever. I was like, this is just gonna be some people get annoyed, whatever. But then the apology for this is like so intense that I was just like, did I miss like part of this? Which I didn't. This is it. But
no, this is the offender. This is the offensive.
All right, not too bad. Let me know in the comments.
You
how
have
your
to play
book
this
ranks.
apology. It's crazy.
So, well, let's just go straight into the apology, right? Before the stitched version?
Yeah, there was basically, the stitched version was just to watch, like,
Oh, okay.
beginning.
So, this is the apology that came. Wait, really? This only has like 900
no,
likes?
I know. She wasn't a TikToker before this, but she had to deliver. This is a big theme of today, having to deliver an apology as a regular person who got canceled in the real world.
I want to apologize about a video I posted a few days ago telling writers you could use ChatGPT to get feedback on the first page of your manuscript. I didn't know the extent to how ChatGPT uses the data that you give it when I posted that video, which was incredibly irresponsible of me. And I really regret posting it.
It's like, what is going on? Like,
what the fuck? Yo, what happened? So, like, did ChatGPT kill someone and I'm missing, like, what? Like, it's bad, yes, but, like, not this bad. What the fuck? I mean, she just cringe. A lot of times what I've found, especially from my own personal experience of being like the main character on Twitter, which by the way, shouts out to Elon Musk. I realized that like after he took over Twitter and the trending bar has been like broken, I have like, that has led to a noticeable decrease in cancellations for me.
honestly, that makes sense.
Yeah, he broke the trending tab and now I don't get canceled.
We used to always be on my trending tab.
Yeah, it's so sick. No, it's fucking awesome, dude.
And you're a blue check, so it's like best of both worlds. You know, you get to be on the top of the.
Yeah, that part is that part he really fucked up for everyone. The replies are awful always, but basically, yes, as this chatter points out, TikTok takes something really cringe and turns it into genocide.
Oh yeah.
And then ironically, their reaction is like sometimes death and murder and doxing,
yeah,
which
really
is why it's like, no, that's like way worse than just like being cringe on main. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's continue.
I've since dived into ChatGPT's privacy policy and terms of use, and it's some scary stuff. Because it's so new, we don't know how things like plagiarism or copyright are going to be handled, which means if you give it your intellectual property, it could then spit it out to someone else who could claim copyright over your work, or maybe even sue you for plagiarizing your own writing.
Which also, is that ever gonna happen? Like, do you think it'll get to the point where
maybe? I mean, there's patent trolls, dude. People are fucking really aggressive with like copyright and like, you know,
yeah,
and enforcing copyright violations that are like super questionable. So if there's a way to make money, I can totally see motherfuckers like assholes trying to make money.
Yeah, because the idea to her, at least, is that like you feed your writing into this, then ChatGPT technically has your copyrighted work and it can like spit it out to someone else. And I don't think they're ever like, I don't think there's like a realistic situation where ChatGPT just like spits out like someone's like entire book and then they get stolen. But like, I mean, obviously it's still like you're still plugging your shit into something that no one knows anything about.
You can't copyright things generated by AI. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the language or the law around it is.
I don't know either.
Supposedly, ChatGPT does not incorporate user inputs right now. That could change. But again, it doesn't really, like, I mean, nothing that she suggested was anything beyond just like extremely cringe.
Yeah, it's just like a glorified like plagiarism checker. Not, well, whatever the grammar.
Well,
version of
even
that
plagiarism checking on ChatGPT has actually led to a lot of issues.
Really?
You never saw this one? A professor, well, this wasn't TikTok drama, but a professor put all of his students' essays through ChatGPT to see if they like were plagiarized by ChatGPT, and gave everybody Fs when like no one had actually used ChatGPT, but ChatGPT lies all the fucking time.
It was like, yeah, of course we've seen this.
Yeah, ChatGPT literally lies to you, and a lot of people don't understand that. Like, they think it's like super accurate, like everything you get from ChatGPT is like 100% accurate. It's like, no, it basically tells you what you want to hear in a lot of instances.
Yeah, this is. She should legitimately go to jail for this.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's been a rough 24 hours. I started posting the other week, hoping to provide some writing tips and to make writers feel less alone. I never meant to cause writers any harm with my video, and I really apologize. I'm going to take the next few days to really think more deeply about how and
what the fuck?
Just regular civilians have to.
The only thing that would have made this better if she started off with a land acknowledgement. I think that's what makes most things better, in my opinion, in my experience.
Yeah.
This is so good. God, I love liberalism. It makes so much content.
I'm going to go spend some time outside now.
Gotta go spend some time outside now.
So that's the video. Does this stitch have like actual responses to her?
Yeah, a ton of people stitched this. It was just authors being like, actually, no, and you should die.
Wait, let's see.
And it also shows that like every author like talks on TikTok the same exact way.
Yeah, 100%. None of you are writing books. No one is reading your books. If you're an author on TikTok, good luck.
Or just type in Lauren K writes her thing into TikTok and you'll get all of like the top responses.
Well, I want to see this one first.
Did you know you can use ChatGPT to get a legitimate...
Authors, don't do this. Do not put your writing into ChatGPT. It basically will lift your writing to use for other people's work. Don't do this. It's the same.
She got the author glasses though. I'll tell you that. That's like,
yeah, that's huge.
You know, this is, you're about to read the sexiest YA novel.
Yeah.
Way it steals artistic AI. Please don't put your writing.
Okay, so let's see. Lauren K writes, you said?
Oh yeah.
Not a lot of views on any of the dunks on this one though. What's happening?
Niche.
Why is it not showing up? I thought this was like a bigger deal. Maybe it was like a bigger deal on Twitter, because I know Twitter. So that's the other component of TikTok, is like TikTok and Twitter together is the explosive combination that creates this like manufactured cycle, this drama cycle that like keeps everybody entertained for a brief moment. And oftentimes the people that you leave behind are just like brain broken from the experience of being like doxxed and ritualistically humiliated by millions of people, even though they were just like a normal person before they put that out there.
Yeah, but then this is like the triple slammy is this link right here, insane video. This is what made me be like, okay, now.
Wait, what is this?
Just it has nothing to do with the situation.
Oh, she apologized, and then this is how she came out with, like, after this.
Every photo is Jimmy Fallon. How does she have that many photos of Jimmy Fallon?
Was she dating Jimmy Fallon? Like, what?
So the lyrics of the song are basically saying like, I had crushes on the boys who were on the TV when I was like in high school and this and that. But the guy she's talking about is Jimmy Fallon, and she has like dozens of photos she took with him when she was in high school, which I later learned was because she would every weekend her and her friends would do standby at SNL, so they'd like wait to SNL as extra seats to like let them in. And so she was obsessed with Jimmy Fallon. And I learned that and then she calls them fictional boyfriends are greater than IRL. And I'm like,
she's a young adult romance novelist. She's a YA novelist. Okay. They should have canceled her for that instead of the other thing.
Said anything about the Jimmy
All right.
Fallon.
Well, you want to move on to another celebrity?
Yeah. You got to see this Dance Moms thing.
Did you find it?
Just search Dance Moms fandom. first one.
Okay.
And it just like gets crazier and crazier. I was like, I didn't know this was a thing. And then people in the comments. Yeah, this is it.
Here are some of the most batshit crazy things I did when I was in the Dance Moms fandom. And yes, it's like actually insane. So my cousin May, who's the same age as me, we were in the Dance Moms fandom at the exact same time. We both had our Instagram fan pages. We met the entire original cast together. We had each other's.
I don't understand why there's stands for Dance Moms.
Yeah, and it was a huge thing. Look, people in the comments know her by her fandom name when she was like in it. She was one of like
Kendall Vertez EXO Stop No Way.
Yeah, there's if you keep going down, you can see like so many people are like, oh my god, I remember you.
Batty, I co-owned Teen Ziegler's. I'm pretty sure we were friends. No way. I vividly remember your PFP. Yo, this is not normal. I'm too over this shit.
Each other's passwords,
I like her glasses,
and one day
though.
we got into a fight, so I logged into her account and pretended that she got hacked. I was posting like black pictures like, yeah, this is the hacker and you're never getting this account back. Then I was just bored of it, so I was like, oh, give me your email and I'll give you the account back. I didn't tell her till like years later. She also did me dirty once though. In the Dance Moms fandom, we have these things called twinnies, which is basically just like two internet best friends. So in your bio, you'd put like twinny at, and then whoever it was. My twinny was not my cousin, but this like random other stan, like my age, I found online. We FaceTimed like a couple times. But my cousin knew my twinny and for some reason decided to hack her. I did not speak to my very real cousin, blood relative, for like 5 months because she hacked some girl I had spoken to like twice online. This next one is an insane thing to admit online, but I have no shame. I used to pretend to be a student at the ALDC through Photoshop. And I definitely still have these pictures on my computer back at home, so I might have to make a follow-up video. I would Photoshop myself like into the studio, or like I would literally find people who went to the studio but weren't on the show, so they didn't have a ton of followers. I would take their pictures of like either they were in the studio or they had like the dance sports bra on, and I would just like put my face on their face. My cousin May did the exact same thing.
Bro, this is literally like, that's like, I think you were like developing like a psychopathy like early.
And I learned she's like 20, so this happened maybe like not even 10 years ago, and it gets like I'm still like it gets worse.
I mean, I'm glad that like this 10-year-old is no longer like hyper mentally ill. You know what I mean?
I know, because I'm like, how do you grow up and become normal? Because I didn't that kind of stuff when I was young. I was never like.
I always thought I was like, there was something wrong with me because I didn't have like a fandom that I belonged to when I was younger. Like even in Turkey, like. You know, people loved sports teams or athletes or fucking Justin Bieber or some shit. And, like, I never had that. So I thought I had an issue. Like, I thought I was the problem. So then I, like, would lie. I would lie and be like, oh, yeah, I love Justin Bieber. You know what I mean? Like, I was, dude, I'm such a big fan. I'm such a huge fan just to, like, get along with people, especially with soccer, football, where for me it was like, Fenerbahce. Like, you have to like Fenerbahce. It's one of the 3 major teams. You have Fenerbahce, Galatasaray, and Beşiktaş. And I had to basically lie and learn things about Fenerbahce so that like when people questioned my fandom, I had information readily available to just say that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. It was so sad.
Just like memorize the player's name.
Yeah, it literally, bro. It actually legitimately created animosity within me towards sports. Like I just hate watching organized sports because of that. I think because I did this. You do this with rap music? Not even. I'm very, I don't know. I'm just like very honest about not listening to music and shit like that. So I don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, wait. We gotta. I'm trying to remember what the later one is, but she does this thing where she tells us a long story, and then at the end she like puts in like 10 different. She does all these mini things that are crazy that are all like insane, but like leaves it just. I would just keep watching. It's freakish.
Thing too, so I feel more justified. We were both like absolutely crazy. Something else we did together. We used to go on UVU calls with other members of the ALDC who weren't on the show but were friends with the girls on the show. I don't want to name drop, but anyone who like watched the show or know anything about the ALDC probably would know who I'm talking about. Me and my cousin would go on these uvu calls and put on like insane makeup, like unibrows, lipstick, do our hair crazy. We would speak in like insane voices and do the weirdest things. Like we put apple juice in cups and said that we were drinking our own pee. I don't know why she always answered our uvu calls, but we would like terrorize them on uvu. So obviously because we were acting crazy, the girl we were on
what the fuck is uvu?
So uvu was a thing when I was like in middle school, and it was like group FaceTime, but like first app to do it, where it was like, oh, you can go on and you can call, like get on a call with like 8 people and you can't hear anything because there's so much feedback, and it was like awful. But people used it because that was the only way you could Skype more than one person. Yep.
Never even heard of it.
Phone with was like gonna show everyone she's with. And one time we had like Kenzie watching us on uvu, like, and we were like, show her again, but she wanted nothing to do with it. We ended up getting into hella beef with the girl we were uvuing. Like, we ended up DMing her mom and being like, your daughter is a disgrace. I don't know what she said to us, what we said to her. But yeah, we ended up blocked, so that was an era. I don't know if anyone remembers Dance Mom's like fanfic Instagram accounts, where each part would be posted as like a different post and the caption has the actual fanfic. But yes, I had my own fanfiction account. I wrote a story once about Maddie and Chloe getting kidnapped. I used to steal edits from YouTube and post them as my own on my Instagram.
Just like using these children as like characters in fan fiction that isn't like romantic or anything, just like telling a story.
What the fuck? She's talking about fanfic about minors and their moms as teachers. Yeah, she was like 10, okay? Chatter, like...
It wasn't like sexual.
Yeah, and she wasn't like this adult. That's another thing on the internet where people are like, oh, dude, you're doing this right now. Like, no, she was doing this when she was also a 10-year-old, okay?
No age gap, guys.
Yeah, no problematic age gaps here.
All of the original cast, like phone numbers.
It's still insane, by the way. That's what makes it even more unhinged in many ways. Like, if an adult is doing this, you're like, okay, I can neatly categorize this as a gross pervert who like should be institutionalized. But like, when a child is doing this, you're like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know what kind of box to put you in. I don't know how to neatly define the circumstances and how to deal with this kind of thing.
Yeah, it's serial killer shit.
Online, they were definitely not real, and I had a notebook with all of them written down. Also had a fan page for Kendall's old duet partner at Studio 19, Lainey. I would go on Skype calls with her like multiple times a month. Also had a Mia Diaz fan page. She was on Dance Moms Miami. Also used to Skype her multiple times a month. Oh, and I had my meet and greet autographs framed on my wall, but I don't know if that's that weird. Here are some of the most bad...
No, that's,
I don't know why she even said that.
That's like the most normal part of this. To be fair, they did a dance on the show reenacting a kidnapping, probably where that came from. It's still weird to write fan fiction about like a reality TV show of like children that are dancing that you're watching and obsessed with.
Yeah.
This sounds like Frogan's old Twitter days. Yes, Frogan is like a OG stan of like everyone that you can think of, not limited to Maddie Healy, as a matter of fact.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. So but they were also kids. No, I know. It's like, but it's still kind of weird that like a child was doing it. Because like, I feel like this is the type of shit that like, you know, adults do.
Yeah, like, cause they're freaks.
Yeah, they're like freak ass adults do this shit. You know what I mean? So when a child does it, you're like, how did you learn this? Like, how did you come up with this behavior? And I guess it's like unsupervised internet access for a kid.
Yeah, this is, I don't know. We have to censor the internet, I think.
Yeah, no, China is right with the way that they behave on restricting internet access to children. Like they're so right about it, and you know, fuck it. We don't do it here. We're never gonna do it. It would probably hurt our businesses. Let's be real. What we do for a living, but still, this is literally what grown adults do with QAnon. Yeah, I guess as long as like you get it out of your system, and then you're no longer like you recognize that it's like weird, wild, stupid. You know, it's good. It's good like that you are no longer doing that. I think maybe these adults would not be QAnon adults if they did the stand-up shit when they were younger. As if children haven't always been writing fan episodes of shows they love forever. I guess they are. I don't know. I never did this shit, so it's like weird to me. But it's cool, I guess. Okay, what is this? This seems like a crime.
Oh, I can't wait.
Lexi J. Who's Lexi J? Is she a TikToker? You should know this.
I have no idea.
You're the TikTok expert.
Lexi J could.
One of the best parts about TikTok is always like some children get into some like fucking drama or some shit, and then you have like grown ass adults analyzing the drama in like the most serious tone ever.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and you're like, but you're an adult. Why are you so scoldy? Kind of. I don't know. Let's see what this is
iconic, but I want to introduce you to the real legend of the family, Elena. She lived with my family for about 30 years, and about 6 months ago, she decided it was time for her to move back to the Philippines. She got me ready for my first day of preschool, moved me into my college dorm and everything in between, so taking her back to the Philippines was something I could not have wanted to do more.
You're going to the Philippines?
Yes, I'm going to the Philippines. I have to take her home. It had been over 30 years since Nanny had last been to the Philippines. She sacrificed raising her son and daughter to get a job in America and send every dollar she could back home to her family. She is the hardest worker, and it's not an exaggeration to say that she's been through hell, yet somehow she's the smiliest, happiest person I have ever met. Before I knew it, it was time to head to LAX, and when I tell you I have...
Why did she post this? Like, this is like... Bro, you can't be posting stuff like this online. Like, what the fuck?
This is insane.
Yeah, because, like, of course, everyone is going to look at this and go, like, oh, my God, you had, like, a live-in servant. You know what I mean?
I released her back to her home country.
This is literally, like, this is, like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, if you ask the nanny herself, right, like, I'm sure she has, like, she has a perspective that is not as like aggressive as everyone else that's like talking about it. But even then, you know what I mean? You're describing like third world exploitation, like basically slavery, that we have normalized, because, you know, it's the Philippines.
Have never experienced a heartbreak like this before. God, I love this woman so much. The princess, as I like to call her, was of course chauffeured all around LAX. She made so many friends, we got a ton of snacks, and we were ready for the longest flight ever. We had a tearful goodbye to America. She thanked it for everything it had brought to her. I cursed it for not letting her stay forever. We held hands the majority of the flight, and before I knew it...
Oh, she has to go home.
Wait.
Oh my God. Wait, she's being deported? What the fuck?
Wait, that's...
Yo. This story is insane. The part, what? That makes it so much worse. Bro, why didn't you, like, here's how you could have made this story maybe a little bit more manageable. Even then, people will get mad at you, okay? Oh, work with immigration lawyers to, like, ensure that she gets documentation, the proper documentation, and, like, bring her fucking family here. Like, what are you doing? You didn't... This is just like, oh yeah, my family used and abused our servant for 30 years and then didn't even sponsor her. And then I just basically shipped her ass back to fucking the Philippines. You already know this, but in the Philippines, they do this a lot, but it's usually nursing and not being a maid. Maids are super normal in the Philippines, but they aren't like this.
Yeah, I mean,
what the fuck?
I think it's a lot different if, like, your white family in America, like, you know,
no, I mean, dude, really, really poor countries like the Philippines are hyper reliant on. They're hyper reliant basically on this kind of thing where, like, they work in either the cruise sector in, like, horrible work conditions for the record, or they work in, like, nursing homes and things of that nature. Yeah. They're in, like, the healthcare, like, adult healthcare industry for the most part. Like, it just sucks. And it's just one incredible way that America can keep importing cheap.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
cheap
huge
labor.
Thing. Like, especially, I always see it with, like, Filipino grandparents. It's always about, like, oh, they came here so they could make money to move back to the Philippines. Like, it's always just this, like, we can't make it happen there, and so you're shipped over here, and hopefully, like, before you die,
yeah,
you make enough to go back.
Yeah. She said that the lawyer advised her not to go back home and her children couldn't visit her, the nanny. Yeah, it's like, that's odd.
We were in the Philippines. All sorts of things were going through my head at this point. Will Nanny's family take good care of her? Will they resent me? How will she fit in? Will she be homesick for America?
Will they resent me? It's like, hey, this is your mom who was my mom because my mom was, like, not available. Also, what is this? What is the feedback here? What, like, this is a thing that I will never understand, okay? This is a thing that they do on TikTok, which is, like, I guess funny for me to say because like I do react to a lot of videos and like everybody always says like, oh, you're fucking, sometimes I'll take a piss in the middle of that react. So like, you know, there's that brief moment of my fucking chair being there. But I don't understand when you're not like transforming anything. You're just like looking angrily during the entire TikTok. Like it doesn't really bring anything new to the table. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand why they do that. Literally what you do, Lamau. Yeah, famously, I don't react at all, 13-month subscriber. Which is precisely the reason why every fucking react I have is like 8 hours long when the original content was like 30 seconds. Okay.
Will they resent me? How will she fit in? Will she be homesick for America? I was so anxious, I cannot even tell you.
This is insane. I cannot believe we're
Stay tuned for part 2. My time.
Now, if that wasn't bad enough, before she deleted the video, somebody had commented this and said, why did she never get to visit her home during the 30 years? That's crazy. Lexi replied back and said her immigration lawyers advised her not to and advised her kids not to visit. It was her decision to stay here as long as she did. That's wild. It is. Now imagine in the coming days, a bunch of legal eagles as well as immigration attorneys are going to come out and challenge this statement below. But tell me what you guys think of this story. How crazy is it that in 2023, people still have nannies who are separate?
Wait, what the fuck? That's definitely a thing that's like.
I grew up with a child.
Okay, so then this is her. Wait, is this her apology? Well, this is fresh. This is like fresh out the fucking. Oh, it's 6 days ago. Well, it has 8,000 likes, so that's why I was like, I thought maybe it's like it just came out or something.
How many apologies have we?
I don't know who Lexi J is, but it seems like she only has 119,000 followers. So what does she do? Like, what's her deal? Chat, what's her deal? You should, the people who like posted this should at least give me.
I need to go to the bathroom. How do you not?
I do.
Where's your bathroom?
Outside, make a left. She's filthy rich and nothing more. Wait, that's it? She's just white, blonde, and rich? Get the fuck out of here, dude. What, next thing you're telling me that at the top of the hour, there's not a 3-minute ad break. You know what I mean? Only because you don't realize that there is a 3-minute ad break, as a matter of fact. But you haven't seen it because you have subscribed to me. Here's the 3-minute ad break now. Sakura Gore, thank you for the 5 gifted. She could afford to live in slave. Of course she's rich. No, the reason why she could afford to live in slave is not because she's rich. The reason why she could afford to live in slave is because American imperialism has created a environment that is only sustainable with third world exploitation, specifically labor as a main import. She is 29 and her dad is 92 and her brothers are in her 60s. Wait, what the fuck? Also because she's rich, but it's certainly because, like I said, it's because she's rich, but it's also certainly because she's, because American imperialism. Wait, she's 29? This lady is 29 years old? Bro, I thought she was like 17, 18. That's why she was like posting these like ridiculous things. Not realizing that like you're going to get fucking super canceled for this or for understandable reasons. I shouldn't have sent that. Bro, if she's 29, am I like 80? What the fuck is this? Yeah, she's 29 years old. She got that drinking child's blood money. Wait, did you grab the... Wait, let me grab the salad. You forgot the salad, brother. Wait, grab 2 forks too. And also, if you want to drink, there's drinks in the fridge. How was she on TikTok? Her nanny worked at home for her dad.
Childhood nanny named Elena. Yesterday, I sat down and filmed a lengthy video going into the details of her immigration process as well as her employment. Before posting that video, I called Elena and shared it with her. She asked that I do not share those details of her life. Her word to me is the most important thing, and I will honor that.
Honestly, calling that lady a slave is a very first world privileged leftist thing to say. You are all exploited in the third world. You are all citizens of the empire. Yes, I 100% agree with that. No, she is in that condition. She probably does not even hate the condition that she's in. That's what I was trying to explain here. Okay? She probably does not even hate the condition that she's in. You want to know why? No, this is Or wait, no, this is mine. Yeah. You want to know why? Because of how fucking how eviscerated we have left places like the Philippines. Okay. In comparison to other people from wherever she's from, she's probably doing much, much better. That's the luckiest person in the village in that regard.
Nick live-in servant. I get the salad. I actually found, I picked for the first time. I guessed which word the forks were in, and I was right.
You're great. You know. Oh, fuck! I almost got it, but I did not get it. Poor in the first world was rich in the third. Oh, 100%.
She reminded me that she and I know the truth of our relationship, that is what matters most, and that hateful people are not interested in understanding. I want to make it clear that I agree with how broken the immigration process is. Separately, I'd like to make it clear that Elena received a competitive wage for her work. Prior to her work with my family, she worked...
Yes, she got to live in the wealth of empire and send money to a home to her family, which is like a huge reason, like a huge way... part of the biggest reason why I'm a big advocate for, open borders and better immigration policies. She did probably feel lucky and privileged herself, but that doesn't change the actual reality, okay? What did she say?
Immigration process is. Separately, I'd like to make it clear that Elena received a competitive wage for her work. Prior to her work with my...
Bro, she's talking about this woman who couldn't see her fucking children for 30 years.
30 years? That's crazy.
As though this was like a part of the brain drain, you know what I mean? Like she was like, oh yeah, she was offered a competitive wage and a 401k. Like, no, she wasn't.
She's like, I also don't like the immigration policies, guys. Like,
yeah, but I will be a beneficiary of it in the imperial core.
And also, like, paying someone a competitive wage doesn't mean anything if they have to, like, live there permanently. Like, what's the point of making money at your job if you live at your job? I guess she, like, is sending money home to her family, yeah. But, like, that is kind of a fucked up way to make money for your family is by not getting to have one.
My family, she worked with many other families within the U.S. I cannot speak to her sacrifices and decisions, but I will say that every year she continued to choose to work with my family. It was one of our biggest blessings. Elena is the most incredible human with the most incredible soul, and I could not be more proud to consider her one of the 3 pillars that raised me. All of my grandparents passed before I was born, so I cannot speak to that traditional relationship, but in my heart, she is that and then some. My relationship with Elena was normalized to me. She has been in my life since I was 3 weeks old. It is very, very painful to unpack why someone would end up as an undocumented citizen in America, but reducing her life and her story to nothing but pain and sadness is untrue and disrespectful. She has a full life with hobbies and travel.
This is what I mean when I say is the banality of evil. Like, on paper, what she's describing is just like an outcome of just incredibly evil policies that led a person so far away from home to make these tremendous sacrifices. Okay? But the way that you describe it as though you are the victim here in this circumstance is like pretty obvious. Like, it's just so normalized. This level of like evil is so fucking normalized. You know what I mean? Because the status quo is awful. I want to explain precisely why this video and the situation it depicts is so heinous for those that don't get it. First, more details on the situation. This woman is in the USA for 30 years working for his family and was not able to leave according to the video creator. There is one reason for this and one reason only. She did not have a work visa. So this family employed her for 30 years, did not sponsor her as an employee to help her regularize her migration status and let her visa expire. Her having been on an expired visa obviously means that she was in the country illegally and being employed illegally by this family. This means she had no real labor protections and no recourse against them. As if she complained, she could have been investigated and deported. This is a huge part of our agricultural production too. This is why a lot of these facilities poultry, and pretty much every kind of agricultural output is done by undocumented immigrants who are in that position with no legal way to like regularize their migrant status, because it's much cheaper to do so. It's much there's no protections for them, and you can utilize the INS or the Immigration Customs enforcement to your advantage whenever there is any kind of like labor complaints coming from these workers who you are underpaying anyway. Again, the family did nothing to help her with this. In fact, if anything, her precarious migration status was beneficial for them because it meant they could exploit her and control her more and avoid giving her benefits, the minimum wage, etc. She was legally an unperson. That's true. Yeah. The her migration lawyer part is especially suspect. Having a lawyer who is yours rather than just someone you got advice from once or twice is incredibly expensive. There's no way she was able to pay for it herself. So was this lawyer actually employed by the family then? The implication for that possibility are clear. A lawyer employed by the family told her that she shouldn't leave the country, which obviously is great for them as they keep their house slave, just adding to the already numerous ethical issues with this situation. In 30 years, after so obviously and clearly seeking out an informal migrant, they never helped her regularize her migration status, leaving her in a highly precarious situation where she had little control over anything about her life / no ability to travel. Even despite that, even if we accept this notion that she personally couldn't travel, her employers could have paid for visits from her family, who is noted she hadn't seen in 30 years. They did not. These are people rich enough to have a live-in maid. Obviously, they could afford it. They clearly do not actually love her or consider her part of the family, as this American girl implies in her TikTok. They did nothing for her aside from the bare minimum. The best years of her life were spent toiling for another family while she was kept away from seeing her own. And why does this situation exist in the first place? Because of the upper-class families like this, who concentrated their class power in the past to further colonialism, like the Philippines was literally a United States colony, and who are still the driving force behind imperialism today. The same imperialism that keeps countries like the Philippines poor, that causes people like this to take drastic measures, living abroad for 30 years without ever going home, working for the very class of people who put people like her into that situation. Everything about the situation is fucked up. The woman who made this TikTok has absolutely no concept of what her and her family have done to this woman and her family. For her, it's an opportunity to make a fun TikTok for Internet Cloud. It's disgusting. And yes, you can absolutely sponsor a domestic worker for a temporary work visa up to 3 years. And then you can sponsor them for a permanent residency. They want to treat precarious labor they could exploit, so they didn't do this in the beginning. Absolutely true. 100%. She was in the situation of being unable to travel for 30 years because the family did not formally employ her at the start. Because of that, she came to have no formal status, so she could only leave once before being banned from re-entering again. Obviously, that's a great situation for the family, exploiting her to put her into a domestic worker who does everything for them, who can't leave until she retires, who has no legal protections or recourse to abuse. It's so gross, man. Yeah.
30 years. That's a while. That's crazy that she had children and then like it was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna see you till like you're an adult. Man. I'm like,
yeah. Like you could have like grandchildren even that you don't fucking know about at that point. Anyway, there's so many people in the US that don't get happy little TikToks about it.
Making the TikTok about it is crazy.
But yeah, like no one would have known if you didn't choose to like do this for clout, by the way. So that's what's wild about this drama. I worked in a vegetation process plant for 2 days. It was hell for next to no money and chock full of migrants getting splashed with water in freezing temperatures, 30 degrees Fahrenheit at all times. So many Americans have zero clue. Yeah. Coming from a country with an awful history of slavery, one of the ways that the mentality persists till this day is she's part of the family, like the family, which only serves to make the worker have no boundaries, work free time, so working 24/7. It's super insidious, but seemingly innocent. Yeah. Okay. So that's another drama that we explored. What else you got for us?
This isn't drama. I just like could not believe like I was watching these and I was like, this guy is
comparing my acting with the movie scenes they are taken from. Okay, this First of all, crying dudes is a staple in Indian TikTok, which no longer exists. So when I see white guys in America doing it, I'm like, oh, nice. Like this is for me. We respect crying guys that cry on TikTok.
Yeah.
But before I respect this guy, you can watch it and give your commentary on it. I gotta go pee.
Okay. I'll do what I'm best at.
Empty, hollow shell of a woman! You are an empty, hollow shell of a woman! It's not my daughter in there! It's not my daughter!
So this one, is that my daughter in there is kind of like his main thing. Like he had a big TikTok. Sorry, I'm just taking over for this. He has like a bunch of different TikToks of him specifically just doing the daughter scene. Oh, here it is. Finding my beautiful daughter dead. And then people thought it was a people were like, did this actually, like, did his, like this one. He apparently lost his daughter, and he's reaching out what actually happened on the day he found out. Please, everyone, be kind. Thoughts go to Yoy in the fam. But then up here it says, hashtag fiction, hashtag fictional characters. Yeah, so this is like, for all my Americans in the chat, this is what police is like in other countries, actually. So in the UK, you know, it's just sort of like wear what you want and we'll put the security vest over it. And then they like one line of tape. Game over. Oh, is he trying to be like Sean Penn? I think.
Is that my daughter there? But me! But me!
That's one of my favorite movies, Prisoners.
But me! But
I love when he does the scene from Prisoners. This is legendary. Sorry, I'm taking over.
But me! But me!
Bro, what
this is the one that made me
bro
copy the
what
link.
The fuck, bro? He's just crying all the. Why is he crying so much?
Eyes are so blue, like,
dude. I don't want to be like toxically masculine. Except, fuck no, I do want to be toxically masculine. If you're crying this much, like, there's something wrong with you, man.
Yeah, you're a fucking loser. Yeah, man.
Yeah, stop fucking crying, dog. What the hell is this shit?
Oh, you gotta watch this scene with the cops.
It's a Snapchat filter. Oh wait, he's not even. So it's like he's faking it. That's PEDs, brother.
I don't know if he is. I don't know if that one's a Snapchat.
Okay, I gotta watch it from the top.
I've seen the filter.
Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck? Well, the weirdest part about it is the cop is like the security guy with the off-white belt. Yo, he's sick. That guy is nice with it.
Wait
but
till you see them, they're full.
Okay, he has homies that did this with him? Like, they didn't stop him from putting this out there? Like, that's crazy.
No, they shot him. Yeah, I was explaining to everyone that this is what they look like. Okay.
Yeah, this is realistic.
You show up for your. He didn't even get stopped.
Why did he fall like that? Wait, what the? Stop. Like, you can see his ass crack and shit, too. Bro. Lower the emotions in this a little bit, man. Yo, I can't. Yeah, he does his own stunts, which is pretty cool.
He's like the next Tom Cruise.
Yeah. This is the first time I've seen a person who's like giving so much divorced dad energy, but simultaneously, I believe in my heart that he does not have a child.
No, this guy's by himself.
Yeah,
sure.
he's like he's he's never had a child, okay? Even though he does have endless amounts of divorce dad energy.
Was that supposed to be her?
That's the ugliest dead daughter mural I've ever seen.
She's like an angel and she's like hunched over.
Why does it look like your dead
gargoyle.
daughter is also like decapitating heads as an angel? Like, what the fuck is this?
Oh my God.
How does this have 1.5 million? Me making traumatic scenarios in my head. Movie budget all went to the police tape. So they set up a camera that did all this.
And then the other one, the TikTok actually, the first one I pulled up is the one shows the scene that he's reenacting. That's not even a scene he came up with. It's from some movie.
Oh, so this actually is like a reenactment.
It's just a movie. Yeah, they just reenacted a movie scene.
I wonder what movie scene it was. Is this?
Yeah. Start this over. This is so classic.
You are an empty, hollow shell of a woman! You are an empty, hollow shell of a woman!
Imagine.
Damn. Wait.
Looked like that.
Why did he just show the same video twice?
Oh yeah. Did they just? I thought he just wanted to show us.
Yeah.
Show us again.
Yeah. He just copied it. Wait. What? It's so weird. It's like.
Maybe it's
the same
him practicing versus him in the actual scene.
Yeah, that's so sick. I mean, he's so talented.
Empty, hollow shell
Of a woman! It's not my daughter in there! It's not my daughter in there! But me!
Why is he constantly fantasizing about his daughter being lost or
These
murdered?
are all movies where his daughter's like, at least that one we just watched, and then Prisoners is also about that.
That's kind of weird. I mean, well, luckily we know he does not have a daughter because I'm convinced he does not. Okay, you can show
she'd
me
be in the videos. They show photos of her.
But me! But me! Ghost. You're too young for them now. But when the time comes,
His eyes are insane.
treat them like princesses. Too young girls right now.
Also, that's not how Denzel Washington acted out that scene.
Bro, this guy only cries.
He's like talking to some guy like really quietly, and then this
It'd be
dude's
funny.
staring.
It'd be really funny if there was a scene from like a comedy and he's still doing it while crying.
Still losing his mind.
The only way he can reenact movies is if he's crying in them, like bawling his fucking eyes out.
Yeah, dude. I mean, what would you do if your daughter died, you know?
Yeah, he's permanently stuck in daughter death mode in every movie.
When you watch a movie, especially drama, and actors are playing characters, telling really hard-hitting stories, for example, like Hugh Jackman in Prisoners, like Sean Penn in Mystic River, like Denzel Washington in John Q, where some of my more popular videos have been taken from. I'm not doing anything different to what those actors did playing those characters in those movies.
Wow, I'm glad he did the explainer in the end of it. Like, he's like, I'm just like Denzel Washington.
It's hard. They have to draw from somewhere, you know?
Yeah, they drew from him.
Watch the TV show Barry on
I haven't seen the last season yet, but I was a big fan.
at least tomorrow of the whole show, guys.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Okay, so that guy, that's basically all I have from that guy.
Okay, that's not all he has. There's
trust
more.
me, no,
I want to look at more.
We could go, if you want to go on.
No, I want to
for a
see more
while.
of that. This
Not a
is my,
child inside.
oh, fuck. I sent this to Felix Biederman of Chapo the other day. Let me see if I can find it. This is my favorite type of, like, guy who has feelings, and that's why it has to be, like, he has feelings, and those feelings are he's expressing them without telling you he's hiding them. But that's like a big deal, so they make videos about this because they're always like theater kids. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on. Oh, here it is. I mean, I don't even want to dunk on this guy because it seems like he's like actually going through some shit, but it is pretty funny. Wait, hold on. Damn it. Ah. this. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
Chief Nitro.
Okay. So this guy's like actually going through some shit, I guess, but oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay.
No way.
Okay, this I don't know if like him actually going through some real shit makes this worse or funnier. Okay. So here, let's watch.
No way. No way. I'm like, this is amazing.
What compels someone? Yeah, someone said, "Bro, go to your wife."
Dude, to just go
like
slowly turn and you look so
I love this, okay? I love this so much because it is so unintentionally hilarious that like this dude was literally like, my wife has cancer. Let's make that about myself real quick. While also I simultaneously like show you the corniest thing you've ever seen, okay?
And the way that he says like, me when my wife's cancer is like spreading to her bones and spleen.
Yeah. It's like, is it spreading through your bones, dude? What the fuck?
It's spreading through her bones and her spleen. Oh my God, look at the hashtags. Felicia Strong. Hashtag Felicia's Army. Hashtag Stage 4.
Hashtag metastatic or metastatic? Oh yeah, it is.
Hashtag get your boobies checked.
Yeah. Hashtag awareness. Bro, hashtag Stage 4, dude. That's crazy, okay?
When my wife didn't get her boobies checked.
We find out his wife doesn't have cancer. She's just like faking an elaborate death scheme to get away from him.
Trust me, this is going to be awesome. This TikTok is going to be awesome.
I mean, dude, this is a wild thing, dude. It's a wild thing to do, okay? Actually, is this sympathy, Riz? I don't know what the fuck that is, but I personally love that he made that. It's great. More power to that guy. I hope he keeps making content like this. Okay, I gotta see more of this guy though.
Cheating wife is confronted by husband.
Wait, what?
Oh no.
Setting the record straight.
Hello,
I'm an
everyone.
actor.
The reason I wanted to make this video, because every month or two that goes by...
Okay, British people should not be allowed. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, no.
They should not be allowed. No, it's over.
I gain more followers. I like to always remind people I am an actor.
I'm glad he's reminding people that he's an actor because when I was watching him crying, I truly thought his daughter had died.
For a second, I was like, holy shit, his daughter's dead.
And I had no sympathy for him because he was reacting in the lamest way possible. I was like, oh, wow. Like, I don't even feel bad anymore. What the fuck?
Cringe.
Sarge.
Bro, he's always crying.
He's like, do you guys need me to play like a sad character? I could do a sad character.
Like, you know how there's character actors? This guy's entire thing is like one thing that humans do.
It's one emotion. No way.
Yes, sir.
And that the content that I create and put out on my channel is purely fictional stories that either I create myself.
This is a nightmare.
Sometimes.
Wait, you're not a doctor? What the fuck?
I legitimately thought that was his job.
He's so good.
He got a staff lanyard on his neck.
Or sometimes scenes taken from movies. One of my more recent videos went viral.
It's not my daughter in there!
15 million.
Discovering my daughter dead. Was taken from a movie called Mystic River with Sean Penn.
There is 0 people on this planet that watched that and went, oh my God, Is this
I
real?
can't watch this guy.
No, dude. What the fuck, dude?
My daughter!
There was another video that I did recently, finding my missing daughter.
Not you! But me!
That scene was taken from the movie Prisoners.
It does seem
Not
so
you!
close to being
Not you!
satire.
But me!
That is my
People have been
style
like
as
arguing
an
whether or not
actor.
it's satire, but like when you go through the amount of videos and the amount of shit he does, there's so much stuff that's like too good to be a joke. Like,
Yeah.
just the way he.
Okay, you missed
edits
you missed a really important part of it. He said this is his style as an actor.
So this is
That scene was taken from the movie
his style.
Prisoners with Hugh Jackman.
Not you! Not you! But me!
That is my style as an actor. Some of you do say, is that the only thing that I can do? I've always leaned towards emotional, dramatic side of acting. Hi, son.
That is crazy.
Dude, it's so weird. His eyes are so, it's freaking me out.
It looks like that filter that they have a filter that looks just like this on TikTok. And
He looks like the guy. He looks like the guy who got the fuck me up barber haircut. You know what I mean? Like
what is going on?
he's got those eyes. Like no, I'm saying like, you know what I'm talking about, chat? Like the dude, yeah, Brendan Fraser meme. Like he just.
Oh, that's the eyes. That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
the Zaza eyes, bro. The fuck my shit up eyes. I don't understand.
I gotta find that filter. Oh, here it is.
Oh my, that's so scary.
Oh wait, it won't show. This photo. Wait, hold on. I gotta.
That's so fucking scary looking, dude. When the boof hits you back.
I found you a new home. I know some of you don't understand why I...
Oh, that's.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's me.
That's what it seems like.
I look like that guy now.
would spend time creating...
Now I need to do a
these-
explainer video telling them like, everyone, it's fake. I wasn't crying like that.
My style.
It's just what I do. I'm an emotional actor.
of dramatic content and put myself in these pretend scenarios.
But these kind of like acting bits I see a lot on TikTok and are not really right.
And a lot of you do understand.
Is that a hater?
Bro, this has 29 likes.
He bookmarked it.
You're one of the 2 bookmarks, brother. You bookmarked this just so you can use them in your video?
Not really right.
And a lot of
And
you
the criticism
do
is that
understand
not
that
really
I am an
right.
actor,
Yeah.
and a lot of you do understand that I am just playing characters.
Wait.
To help spread awareness. I'm
What?
never
What does that have
making
anything
fun
to
of
do?
it. For those of you that continue to support, thank you so much.
Awareness of what? Acting? What is he?
He's like, I'm not trying to offend anyone, and it's like,
I,
you can
I'm.
make fun of movie scenes.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm trying to spread awareness that acting is a profession. It's something that people know. I'm trying to spread awareness that my daughter was kidnapped.
I thought
Terrifying. Whoa. Bro, she just fucking got up so quick. What the hell was that? I think she's starting to get warm. Starting to get fucking warm in here.
Mate.
Yeah.
Don't let her die.
Yeah, she's been kidnapped. Okay, so that's one guy. That was a real freak. Thank you. That was
I'm glad
actually
we did
fire.
that. I'm glad we watched that one.
So we saw the kindergartner, we saw the freak.
You know about the school shooting ad.
Oh yeah, dude, it was awesome.
Isn't that crazy? Did you watch it on TV?
Yeah,
From
I mean,
countless ups.
we've watched it so many times at this point, but like,
It's so funny. I knew you'd see that one.
it's
but-
fire. But like, also, you know, it was inevitable. I've made so many jokes on this, but you know, we'll watch
Schools
it
of
one
me
more
this
time.
year, from a school shooting to having no idea what life is going to look like after college. Supportive Mental Health Awareness Month, I'm partnering with Biore Skincare to strip away the stigma of anxiety.
We want you to get it all out. Not only what's in your pores, but most importantly, what's on your mind too. Anxiety in my life has come in waves. I found myself recently struggling from seeing the effects of gun violence firsthand. I've had to intentionally set aside time for prioritizing my mental health. I will never forget the feeling of terror that I had walking around campus for weeks. And
this is the moment where I thought it was gonna like actually be a video of the shooting.
Yeah, like because it gets so like it seems like a parody the way she goes, you know, the the feeling of terror I had, all that shit. Especially she keeps going after this, and it's just like,
yeah, it's very fucked up.
In a place I considered home, with countless anxiety attacks to crying alone in my room at night. My message to you guys is that it's okay not to have it all together. Life continually changes, and your thoughts will too. Do things that make you happy, and know everything will work itself out.
Join me and Biore Skincare in speaking up about mental health by screenshotting this digital card and filling it out yourself.
Wait, someone said apparently she wasn't even on campus? Shut the fuck up.
There's
Dude,
no shot. There's
you
no
did not
shot.
find this. Nick, you did not find this. This is like incredibly important pieces of information.
My journalism credibility
Dude,
is
what
going
the
down
fuck?
the drain.
Wait, stop. What's her name?
There's no, I'm not going to believe it unless like.
Cecily Max? Okay, we're looking it up. We're looking it up, dude. We're
no shot. I'm not.
Nick failed us. Nick Talk has failed us. Thank God we got the CIA in the chat. Okay.
I stand firm in the belief that there's no way. There's just not.
Cecily Max controversy immediately. Whenever you search something, like the fucking first thing that comes up is just controversy immediately. Okay, let's see what happened. This is the re-upload. She apologized for it, apparently. Since you want to bring it to public and act like the innocent victim, here's some receipts. Are you copying? Don't act like. Wait, what? This is.
Have anything to do.
No, why is it the. UK bikinis are so small. What?
So she's just. Wait, go to her TikTok.
No, this is just a re-upload of the thing, the OG thing.
Yeah, I want to see if she's posted stuff on her like account that's up still. That one. Yeah.
This is my go-to
Click Gremlos. Click that video. Which one?
summer natural makeup.
Oh, she's not that big. She's got like 27,000 followers. I'm so sorry about my partnership video. This was strictly meant to spread awareness about the struggles that I've had anxiety with since our school shooting. The partnership was not intended to come off as a product fixing the struggles I have since rather partner and the brand to spread awareness. Blah, 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 did not mean to desensitize a traumatic event that took place. Okay. So where the fuck is the like the actual shit? Oh, this is Brad Trammell.
Awesome.
No, this is a
like
meme.
that?
Yeah, this is a meme.
Yeah.
The war in Iraq was high-key problematic. Here's how we can do better moving forward. The background. Americans were being extra after they had their wig snatched on 9/11. Neocons saw this as a chance to flex on Saddam Hussein's 112.5 billion barrels of oil. The false motives. The Bush administration claimed Hussein had connections to Al-Qaeda, but that was all cap. They also claimed Hussein was harboring weapons of mass destruction, and that was all cap too. The Forever War. Tea was spilled about Bush and the Bush administration's lies. What was thought to be a quick opportunity for imperialism became an endless conflict where all sides were shook. Hundreds of thousands of civilian casualties at a $1.9 trillion price tag. Let's just say this was not a good look to the rest of the world. 1/3 of Iraq veterans have been diagnosed with serious mental health problems. Wait, what?
Still a big yikes they live with daily.
Yeah. It's true. It's the biggest yike. Nearly 1 in 10 men reported experiencing some form of depression or anxiety, but less than half sought treatment. The right treatment, right for you. Whether you're looking for free and anonymous support groups, evidence-backed medication, or individual talk therapy, HIMS is here to help. We're proud to offer access to such experienced and respected mental health professionals. From psychiatrists to therapists to nurse practitioners, certified in mental health, you're in amazing hands. The HIMS promise. We take mental health as seriously as we do our privacy. Why is this giving an ED pill ad? Because it is an ED pill ad that he made. It's a fake ED pill ad he made for HIMS. It's not real.
Is he the one that did the other fake ad of, there's one that went viral that people thought it was.
Oh,
like,
he did. He's done this a lot where people like take it seriously, unfortunately, sometimes. But
Oh wait, he literally posted about the school shooting at down there.
Yeah, because he also does like cultural. I mean, he does like a lot of analysis too.
Yeah.
Incredible stuff. Businesses are finding that the DEI consultants they hire are running programs that create even more identity-based hostility and are responding by hiring other DEI consultants who market themselves as not doing that. All of this is fake. That's awesome. I mean, he's very good at like covering the insanity of online culture in spaces like that. Not even top comedians can write something like this. Well, I mean, he is right. He wrote it, so it's fake, and he came up with it. But the school shooting one was awesome. I mean, straight up, that was like that is like one of the best. That's Fulcrum, not drama, but this guy's awesome.
This is another. Oh wait, I would start at the beginning. People in chat will know. Do you know who this guy?
Yes, we know who Fulcrum is.
Okay.
He's all right. Like, I used to like his stuff a lot, but I think he's like now kind of he's been hanging out with like some weird motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. But this video is not this one. The other one is one that's just like a classic for me. Basically, he gets in a fight with this guy, this male Karen as he calls it, who gets mad and thinks he's like fucking around or whatever. And then Fulcrum gets kind of mad at him. And I'll let this part play out so you can see, but in the we'll see. I don't want to spoil anything.
If you're not already subscribed, you feel me? Follow me on all my socials at the top. You best believe it, goddammit. You feel me? I'm out here at the smoke shop. Damien Look 925. You do. We just do
hanging out with like
reviews and weed and stuff.
and Aiden Laws.
Yeah, Yodi gang, I'm out here. I'm about to pour up in this one right here type shit. I'm about to take some blinker hits in the goddamn 7-Eleven. Alright, my friends, so I got the fucking soda. Now I'm about to hit the 7-Eleven and I'm about to pour this shit up, you feel me? I'm probably gonna take some blinkers in this bitch too, you feel me? You best believe it, but I'm out here in Yodi land right now. I got the firework Vago and shit. Let's see what we can get going, bro. But Fulcrum, come in. Yup, Yodi gang, you feel me? You best believe it, goddammit. Alright, Yodi fam, so I'm out here in the 7-Eleven. I got this firework.
His vibes have always been so nice.
So what we need to do...
He makes good music too.
Oh, he does?
You feel me? I gotta get 2 cups stuffed right there type shit. Make sure you guys give this video a like, you feel me? This video is a fucking banger. The firework goddamn, what they call that shit? What the fuck do they call that shit right there, bro? I fucking forgot, but I'm about to pour this shit up right now, you feel me? I got the Habit water-soluble live resin strain specific indica sleepy time mango. Oh wow, that shit smells like weed. But cheers, gang. We poured the whole one.
So where's the? Oh.
Yeah, scoop a little
I'm just pouring up. You feel me?
7-Eleven right now.
What you gaining out of that one?
I got nothing out of this.
Oh, he starts filming him.
Yeah.
Make a YouTube video of you making a YouTube video.
Hell yeah, bro. What you gaining out of that one?
I got nothing out of this. Just some common courtesy.
Hell yeah, bro.
What are you doing?
I'm just pouring up. You feel me?
Trashing this 7-Eleven right now.
I'm not trashing no 7-Eleven.
What's going on? You buying any of that?
Get out of my fucking face, bro.
Yeah.
Get out of my
Oh
fucking face,
shit!
Bro. No, you better not do shit.
Do it on camera, man.
Get the fuck out of my face,
You're
bro.
on camera right now. You just tried to fight me. Call 911.
No, I said get the fuck out of my face,
Call
dog.
911. He's coming up on me.
I'm not even talking to me.
On a beautiful day like this, man.
I'm not even talking to you, bro.
Bro, he used the razor screw like a blicky, dude. He had it fucking ready, dude. He had that thing on him.
I'm not even.
He's like, give me your ankles, bitch.
Talking to you and you come up.
He's like, I will destroy your shins, motherfucker.
And you start filming me, bro.
He's making a video trying to trash this place up.
I'm not trashing this place up, you little goofy ass, little autistic ass motherfucking goofy ass motherfucker. Autistic ass motherfucker. Get your ass out the store.
What are you doing? You buying any of that or what's going on?
I bought this from the smoke shop right now. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? I bought this from the smoke shop right now.
Is he calls the guy autistic. Now skip to like 7 minutes when he's sitting down there.
Autistic at the end of the day. I just have to
so
me,
in
and
the
that's
same
definitely
video,
not cool at all. I don't have anything against people who are autistic at the end of the day. I just have to let that be known, you feel me?
Fucking respect, dog.
The only
I mean,
reason
he hit
why
him
I
with
was
the
calling,
he hit him with the A word because he saw the Overwatch shirt. You know what I mean? Out and about.
Oh, just wait.
I'm autistic is
Wait,
because
back it up, like.
he visually was, bro. You could tell by the way he walked up to me. You can tell by the way he was talking to me and shit, bro. He's not normal, bro, because no one goes up to someone and just starts filming them like that. You
So not only does he call the guy autistic, he keeps it in the video, apologizes later in the video, and then
says he's visually autistic, and then implies that like autistic people are not normal. This has it all.
It's literally like the perfect video.
Yeah.
And no one ever talks about it. And the moment I saw this, I was like, I've never seen anyone like this.
He's like, yo, he's on the spectrum. Feel me?
He's like, he visually. You have to back it up to like 10 seconds. It's so funny. The lead up to him like doing the whole apology, being like, I shouldn't have done that.
Video plan was to pour up in 7-Eleven and take blink.
Oh shit.
Feel me? But I got it poured up right here. Got the double cup. I'm probably not gonna make a whole video of me drinking this and like telling you guys how it affects me. My video plan was to pour up in 7-Eleven and take blinker hits in 7-Eleven, but obviously that didn't go down. I hate when I gotta lose my cool like that, you feel me? You feel me? I just lost my cool, right. You feel me? I know I called him like autistic a few times, you feel me? And that's definitely not cool at all. I don't have anything against people who are autistic at the end of the day. I just have to let that be known, you feel me?
Thank God.
Thank God he let it be known.
Yeah, it's good that he's
the only reason why I was calling him autistic is because he visually was, bro. You can tell by the way he walked up to me. You can tell by the way he was talking to me and shit, bro. He's not normal, bro, because no one goes up to someone and just starts filming them like that.
Imagine something like this happens to you or me. Read the comments of his video. Like, imagine if, like,
Fulcrum's so real. He got harassed by male Karens, stood up for himself, and even apologized afterwards. We don't see many genuinely good YouTubers, and Damien's a breath of fresh air. Love it, Yodi gang. This man is so Chillington. I love this man for being himself. Oh, no. Even as an autistic person myself, the man was doing too much. Like, if you start hitting blinkers in front, I won't mind. Just take me to Yodi land with you. Fulcrum, the only YouTuber to actually stand up for himself. I came at you polite, even though he was immediately accusing you of trashing the store and stealing when you were just doing harmless Yodi gang shit. As an autistic person, this was funny as fuck. I like him because you can tell he feels genuine remorse, even though he was fully in the right.
Oh, God, you gotta love him.
I mean, the dude was in the wrong for sure for like being fucking brutal and weird. And dude, I love this shit, dude. I fucking he's like, yo, you feel me? that boy ain't right. You feel me?
He's not normal. Yeah. When he says that, I'm just like,
he's got an Overwatch shirt on. Feel me? In public, broad daylight, Yodi gang.
Oh, no, you feel me?
Oh, that was great. Okay.
That was classic.